Dear Faculty of Biology, surviving the Corona year 2020, always add an additional control. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, adding controls would be it. The benefits of proper controls have been proven by crying scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own experience. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the importance and the fun of your PhD. Or never mind, you will not understand the importance or the fun of your PhD until it's over. But trust me, in 20 years you look back on that night experiment that you did and recall in a way you can't grasp how much possibility lay before you and how awesome you really were. You are not as lazy as you imagine. Don't worry about your postdoc, or worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an infected medium by doing PCR. The real troubles in your life are the things that never crossed your worried mind, the kind that come as a phone call on 4 p.m. on some random Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you, like preparing a new buffer. Sing in the lab. Don't be impatient with other people's imposter syndrome and mental health. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Clean your bench. Don't waste your time on envy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with people just like yourself. Remember the prizes you receive. Forget the editorial rejections. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your articles near your computer. Throw away your old reviewer 3 rejections. Balance your tubes before ultracentrifugation. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do after your PhD. The most interesting postdocs I know didn't know what subject they wanted to research. Some of the most interesting professors I know still don't. Get plenty of coffee. Be kind to your electric multichannels and centrifuges. You'll miss them when they're broken. Maybe you'll be a PI, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have students, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll turn to the industry at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your exit for that startup you opened up. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or berate yourself either. Academic success is half chance. It is true even for Nobel winners. Enjoy your research. Tell about it to everyone you can. Don't belittle it or worry what other people think of it. Share it and learn to present it well. Dance, even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own lab in front of the bench. Read the protocols, even if you don't follow them. Do not read other people's CVs. They will only make you feel unaccomplished. Get to know your postdocs and PIs. You never know when they'll be gone. Be nice to your lab mates. They are your best link to your beginning as a researcher and the people most likely to say a good word about you and support you. Understand that students come and go, but for the precious few, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle, because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were less important. Go to a conference in the US once, but don't go too often, or it will make you hard. Go to conferences in Europe, but not too often, or it makes you soft. Always extend your visit for traveling. Accept certain inalienable truths. Competition will rise, universities will raise their demands, you too will get old and wise, and when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, funds were sufficient, PIs were noble, and students respected their mentors. Respect your mentors as human beings. Don't expect anyone to do your project for you. Maybe you'll have a fellowship, maybe you have a lab with an ERC, but you never know if you will get that again. Don't mess too much with your figures, or by the time you publish, they will look photoshopped. Be careful whose cell lines and plasmid you request, but be patient with those who give them freely. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal, wiping it off, painting over the ugly parts, and recycling it for more than it's worth. But trust me on the adding controls.